The average new helicopter would be in upwards of $4 to $6 million, and these helicopters that we get are at no cost.
The Humvee is worth $40,000.
We're at just over $3.5 million that we've received in benefits from this program.
We've been able to transfer about $11.2 million in equipment to our law enforcement agencies.
The Defense Logistics Agency is America's combat logistics provider. DLA Disposition Services is a primary level field activity of DLA. We are responsible for the program management and oversight of the Law Enforcement Support Office. The LESO program provides the opportunity for DoD excess property to be reutilized to meet the individual equipment and property needs for law enforcement agencies throughout the United States and U.S. territories.
Paper clips to airplanes and anything in between. But the biggest thing that our officers use are boots, some uniforms, vehicles.
We branched out to more bigger vehicles. As you can see, this 350 was one of our newest acquisitions.
Because of the fact that Maine is a very rural and very rugged state, the Humvees that we've acquired are used by our Rangers during their law enforcement missions.
In fiscal year 2011, the state of Arizona acquired almost $15 million in property from the Department of Defense. Shredders, ice machines, pickup trucks, pens, papers, 3-ring binders, copy machines.
We received the Casper vehicle, which is the armored vehicle. Benefit for the SWAT team and for our agency is that it fills gaps, whether it be budgetary gaps or just equipment that we're lacking or can't get in our hands.
It's an OH-58C helicopter that was made in 1969. Took some bullet holes and was repaired by the military. We had to go through the records and convert them over a little bit from some of the military standards to the civilian standards. It's done countless numbers of rescues and drug operations here with Maricopa County. It's been a great helicopter.
We've seen electronics come through the program, vehicles to be used for off-road purposes such as Humvees, 4x4s, so a variety of equipment that is desperately needed for our law enforcement through this program.
The LESO program gives us the ability to get items that are more durable than might be available on the civilian market.
For the Air One Emergency Response Coalition, the LESO program is really the reason we exist today. These helicopters that we get are at no cost. We then, using donated grant funding and Department of Homeland Security money, are able to retrofit these.
These helicopters are used from search and rescue to support fire and any number of law enforcement issues, from finding lost children and adults to finding fleeing felons.
Went to our state coordinator through the LESO program. We were able to obtain a Humvee.
LESO has not only provided us with these aircraft, other vehicles, and things that just, they're extraordinary items that we would never be able to afford to purchase.
By utilizing the LESO program, we've been able to pick up everything from blankets to these boats that are behind us, as well as trucks. We even have been able to pick up a dental chair. The sheriff is in charge of all rescues and recoveries in any given county in the state of Michigan. So our dive team for many years had utilized a boat that was a 1959 Alumacraft, very heavy boat, antiquated, and the engines that it would take to run that were not capable, and so we often had breakdowns. So we started searching on the LESO network looking for the right piece of equipment, and luckily we were able to find our 22-foot Boston Whaler.
The condition of the property can either be new, unused, still in the manufacturer's packaging, and that can be for various reasons. Either they had purchased too much, their mission needs have changed, or the property becomes obsolete and is replaced with new equipment. Other property can be worn or used and can be used for replacement parts.
This is a military wrecker. This is a transport vehicle, and this is a communications vehicle. We receive these vehicles basically in the condition that they're in now, other than we put lighting and different markings on there for the sheriff's office.
This is an up-armored Humvee, and it was in pretty rough shape when we got it, but it was still something that our agencies that use it now would never be able to purchase if it were new or even a replacement. So we picked this up for little money, shipping basically, and then we brought it up to northern Maine where we have the Maine Military Authority, and they do refurbishing of vehicles like this.
The LESO office is split into two region teams. We have the Eastern team and the Western team. They each cover their respective states. We also have individuals that are what we call commodity leads, and they focus on high-profile visibility items to support law enforcement agency needs, such as aircraft, weapons, tactical vehicles.
The process to get into the program is very simple. Just need to go to our website, find your appropriate state coordinator, and contact them.
The Department of Defense does not charge the law enforcement offices. However, each state may have administrative fees through their state coordinator.
What I found is the program is easy to work with. The contacts that I've made to obtain the equipment, it's an easy process.
Many times after a disaster, the LESO program helps to support the states in an effort to clean up after a disaster such as Hurricane Sandy.
Hurricane Sandy was unique. We contacted the state coordinators in the affected areas.
A recent example of Hurricane Sandy, the Law Enforcement Support Office provided $1.6 million worth of excess property in the form of generators, Humvees, and heavy equipment.
There literally is no way possible that a department our size or the numerous departments in the area could afford assets such as these.
It's an amazing program, and it's a reutilization of all of our tax dollars.
Without a doubt, without this program, we wouldn't be able to acquire these types of vehicles.
Learn about it now. Contact your state coordinator now. Find out what's available and find out how you go about applying for it, because it's only going to benefit your community, your agency, and yourself.